Viewer disclaimer. This video is not a full tutorial. It is intended as an in-a-nutshell how-to. Any replication or attempts to recreate things seen in this video are done at the liability, discretion, and risk of the viewer and may cause injury, bodily harm, resulting in, consisting of, and including, but not limited to, electrical shock, inflated ego, flossing, stunting, whipping nays, and just straight up killing the game.
They think this shit come from outer space or something.
It's a true false fiction. It's a true false fiction. It's over ABS. I never fuck with your religion.
If you're thinking about building a computer but feel completely out of your depth, allow me to demystify the process for you. Building a computer in today's technological climate is just about as simple as door dashing burrito bowls and Grubhub and some Subway lovin'. Acquiring the parts from any internet browser with PCPartPicker.com, go to Select System Builder in the top left. You start with your choice of processor or motherboard. I went with AMD over Intel, which is something you're going to have to do some soul searching to decide. And the one you choose is going to determine the compatibility of your components. So I do my due diligence and research all of the parts. I pick them, order them, and begin the waiting game. While waiting, I got some help visualizing my build with PC Building Simulator, which is the low-cost game. It does exactly as expected. You assemble the parts screw by screw. You can plug in individual wires from the power station and case and the motherboard. Overall, the game is pretty accurate with moderately current hardware. It even has an in-game software for benchmarking and compatibility requirements for the latest applications and video games. After assembling the case, the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, the graphics cards, the fans, and the power supply, you can connect all the wires necessary, attach your boot drive, turn on the power, and if done correctly, the computer will start without issues. So plenty of practice, patience, and anticipations later, the parts arrive. I get my case, which is the Raid Max Aegis. It's a mid-sized tower, has a tempered glass side panel, comes with 2 RGB case fans, plenty of space for storage, large GPUs, and then also some accessories you need, and then a cable management box, and then onto the input-output plate, which is normally a breeze, and you never have to do any of this, but I did, and sometimes that's just how it goes. And so I make it fit, and then I go ahead and I make sure, snap it in from the inside, and then make sure it's nice and secure, and then move on to preparing the motherboard for installation by connecting the processor. When aligned the right way by matching the golden arrows on your processor with the arrows on your CPU slot of your motherboard, the processor will easily fit into the slot, and then you fasten it. I should have mentioned this earlier, but make sure you ground yourself when you're handling your computer components. As for the RAM sticks, you press down on the thumb tabs of the slots, and then you insert your RAM sticks until you hear them click into place. After that, you attach the CPU fan and gently line your motherboard up with its appropriate standoffs and the input-output plate, and then evenly and gently secure your motherboard to the case. Be careful when doing this not to over-tighten or strip your screws because you can damage your motherboard or just make your life harder. Next is the power supply. It's placed on rubber standoffs at the bottom of the PC and then fastened to the case. The next step is pretty daunting and not fun, but absolutely necessary. It is cable management. This includes attaching all of the wires necessary from your case and your power supply to the motherboard, the processors, the fans, the graphics card, and the hard drives. And most of these cords that you're seeing are not going to be used, so you can tie those together and place them somewhere out of the way for you. It's a good idea to plug in the things that are going to be near where your GPU is going to be placed so that you don't have to try and fit your hands into confined places. Installing the GPU is really simple though. Pull off the PCI slots in the back, hit the thumb tab, insert it, and then screw it in. This is the last piece, so you attach your sides again, plug in your computer, turn it on, install your Windows software or Linux or whatever you chose, and then you have a computer. So with your fancy new computer, you can do whatever you built it to do. Basically, you do want to think about that as you're buying your parts. I wanted to edit videos, I wanted to play video games, I wanted a powerhouse of a computer, and as you can see, I went ahead and did a benchmark just to see where I was at compared to other computers. It also gives me a read on what I'm going to be able to play at what level. So the rest of the video is just some gameplay at very high graphic settings, the highest graphic settings on some commonly played games, just to test frame rates and all of that there. I pretty much averaged about 60 frames per second at the highest resolution I could muster, although that really didn't seem to help because as you can see, this guy wrecks my face. Along with getting wrecked in Fortnite, I went ahead and got crushed on Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. It's a beautiful game. and this computer in particular is playing it at the highest settings with about 60 frames per second, which is more than enough. This game is pretty much just a lot of dying, and despite the frustrations, it is a very fun medieval game. Real-time strategy, you can even man your own armies. Online though, it's very competitive, they're skilled players, and they wreck your face. Sometimes even your teammates do. And so realistically, that's all I have for you guys. If you have any more questions or anything, please inquire below in the comments. Go ahead and like and subscribe and do all that. Other than that, there are plenty of links in the description and some links throughout the video that you can follow to find out more information. I have my specs listed below as well. And if you're curious about some more content or have any questions, commentary, or just want to hang out and play some games, you can find me at twitch.tv/intuitiveminds. You can also find a website, intuitivebroadcasting.com. And that's really all I have for you folks. So enjoy the rest of the footage here. Enjoy your day. I'll see you next time.